Yes.
I have a recording for my class on Google Classroom of me going through all this stuff too, and I posted all the resources. So
All right, good. So all College Board tests are online this year for school year 2020. AP Literature, Ms. P's class will test on Wednesday, May 13th. The makeup on Tuesday, June the 2nd. The test on Wednesday, May 13th will be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The test on June the 2nd will be 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. AP English Language and Composition, that's Mrs. Ridgway's class, will test on Wednesday, May the 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the makeup being held on Friday, June 5th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. AP World History Modern, it's Mr. Davis's class, will be held on Thursday, May the 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the makeup June the 4th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And AP Spanish Language and Culture with Dr. Rivera be held on Friday, May 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the makeup being held Thursday, June the 4th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All students should have devices at this time. If you do not have a working device, please let us know as soon as possible so we can get you a device. Students in World Language need a smartphone or tablet that can download the World Language app. Please make sure that you have logged in using your ticket at least 30 minutes before the test is scheduled to begin. Also, make sure that you have a quiet area to work, especially World Language students that will be recording their answers. So please make sure that you are in a quiet room and that you have at least 45 minutes to an hour set aside to test in a quiet location. If you have any technical issues that prevent you from finishing the exam, you will be able to qualify for makeup testing in June. If you do have technical issues, please contact myself or your instructor so we can figure out what happened before your June makeup test. 5 steps to take before the exam day. 1, review your contact information. If you were not receiving emails from College Board, please log into your College Board account to check to make sure that you have the proper email in there, and that also that you can log into your College Board account, because you can also access your ticket from that account. Check your tech. Make sure that your devices are operational and that you're not having any issues with them. Make sure your device is charged before you start testing. Practice and test your tech. So make sure that you are logging in to the World Language app and all of the other platforms to do practice testing. Gather what you need for your exam. If you have a printer, print out your checklist. If you don't, we have provided an electronic checklist for you. I provided that to all of your teachers, and they should have it, and they can give you the electronic checklist. Receive your exam confirmation and email tickets. So you'll get an email with your AP ID and your exam ticket. This also will be available in your My AP account. So you have 3 types of exam ways to submit your exam on the writing responses. You can copy and paste, you can attach a typed response, or you can take a picture of your handwritten response. World Language exams require a dedicated app. So we will be meeting with World Language students on Monday, May 11th, and we will be trying to get everyone to download the app during that meeting. Your scores will be released around July the 15th. So please make sure that you start looking out for your scores. If you want to have them sent to a university after June the 20th, you'll have to pay $15 for each score report. Otherwise, you can send them free of charge. It's a very short video that everyone should take a look at before you take the test. I will go ahead and play it since we do have some time.
This video will walk you through the AP 2020 exam's important steps and offer tips. 2 days before the exam, you will get an email with your AP ID and an e-ticket that will take you to your personalized exam. Check in 30 minutes before your exam starts. The first thing you'll do is enter your 8-character AP ID, and then fill out all your personal information. Put the timer at the bottom of the screen. Hit continue. The exam will automatically start when that countdown hits 0. And once it starts, the timer located at the bottom will count down how much time you have to read your question, craft your response, and submit it. If your exam has 1 question, you will have 50 minutes. If you have 2 questions, you will get 30 minutes for the first one and 20 minutes for the second one. If you are approved for extended time, it will be added automatically. The timer will turn red when you have 5 minutes left. That's when you should wrap up your work and start submitting your response. Once that timer hits 0, you will automatically be moved to the next question. This is important. You can get partial credit for a partial answer, but you will not get any credit if you submit nothing. You can use any device to take this exam: a desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone. If you're typing on a desktop or laptop, you can reduce the size of your browser window so you can see the question and your text file side by side. Type your AP ID and initials at the top of the page. You can also write your responses on paper. If you're writing by hand, use a number 2 pencil or a pen with blue or black ink. Use white paper, lined or unlined, and write legibly. Print or cursive is fine. You can place your phone next to your paper so you can keep an eye on your time. Be sure you put your AP ID and initials at the top of the page. If you use more than 1 piece of paper, number each page in order. For most AP exams, there are 3 ways to submit work. You can attach a text file typed in another application. You can paste a response typed in another application. Or you can attach photos of work you wrote by hand. Let's walk through each option. To attach a typed response, click Attach Response with Attach Text File. You can browse for a file. Once you hit Submit, you cannot go back to that question. So make sure you're ready to move on before you hit Submit. If you choose to copy and paste your work, click on Paste Response. Copy your response and paste it into the box. Review it to make sure it has everything you want to submit and is formatted correctly. Once you have checked the pasted copy, hit Submit. If you're attaching a handwritten response, tap Attach Response. Tap Attach a Photo. Make sure it is vertical and you are in a well-lit space. Snap your photo. If your response has more than 1 page, make sure you attach the pages in order. Remember, once you hit Submit, you cannot go back. If you just have 1 question for your exam, that's it, you're done. For exams with 2 questions, if you finish the first one with time to spare, a timer will start a countdown for when your second question will automatically start. When you see this screen, the timer has started for your second question. The process for answering question number 2 is exactly the same as for question number 1, except you have 20 minutes to read the question, work on your response, and submit it. Once you submit your second answer, you're done. Some AP courses like World Languages and Music Theory will have exams that work a little differently. To learn more about these courses and more details on AP 2020 exams, go to cb.org/AP2020.
Okay, so that video pretty much has everything that you really need to know about the exam. We'll cover a few more things like, for example, requesting a makeup exam. So if you do not take the test on your initial test date, you will be automatically registered for the makeup exam. If you do not take the makeup exam, you won't be able to test. So the College Board will assume that you have decided not to test. So please make sure that you sit for one of these exams. Testing tips. Please follow directions on the platform. When you get to the last 5 minutes of the exam and the clock begins to flash red, it is time to stop. Do not keep working once you get to that red timer, because if you do not submit your answers before that timer stops flashing, you will not receive a score. Security protocols will detect if you are cheating or receiving help. Benefits of AP testing include college credit. You can also put this on your resume. It's also a sense of accomplishment, something that you can say you've done. You've gotten a college credit, you've taken this class, you've taken the test, you can put it on your resume. It's a great thing to have to say that you have accomplished. Now we have a few thoughts from Mr. Davis and any other teachers that would like to give some suggestions. Mr. Davis?
Big thing I wanted to throw out to all my AP World students: if you missed one of the Zoom lessons or you are confused by something, all the notes are on the AP World section of the distance learning website. Also, if you are confused by one of the aspects of the exam, like thesis, contextualization, evidence, or the analysis part, please let me know and I can meet with you through Zoom and we can go over that specific part. Next week on Thursday, we're going to go over some of the logistics. So if you can make the Zoom, that'd be great. Like Ms. P said at the beginning, this will technically be our last lesson together. If you have any questions, please send me an email. I am available most days next week to help you out.
All right, Ms. P, you have any other comments you'd like to add?
I don't really have much comments. Everybody that's in my class can go on. I have all the information on Google Classroom. If they missed anything, all the videos are there. I also have a video of me walking through all the videos and all the information that anybody can go and watch. Also, they got, like I said, that I sent out a Blackboard message for everybody to make sure they come to class on Monday, because I want to make sure everybody demoed their laptops, and if they didn't, I'm going to have them do it during class, because I want to make sure that I can troubleshoot computers if it doesn't work for any of them.
All right, thank you. Mr. Ridgway?
The other teachers pretty much said everything I need to say too, come to class, of Andrea, the only one there. And we're going to have a quiz, and we're going to go over rhetorical essay again. And, we're going to work on making 2 screens so that you can take your test. That's about it.
Okay, I know Dr. Rivera, she's on. We're going to meet with this, the other kids on Monday, but if you have anything to chime in, feel free. All right, Andrea, any questions?
Not as of right now. For the moment, I don't have any questions.
Okay, any other staff want to make a comment, concern, question that we can add to this video?
Thank you, everybody. Just remember, log in a few minutes early from it, get ready, be face in place, and just do your best.
Okay, so we're going to end this meeting for now. At 3:30, we will be having our Spanish language meeting. So if you would rather listen to this meeting in Spanish, we also will have that recording as well, and you will be able to see it. Thank you, everyone, for your participation. Good luck on the AP test. Greetings, International High School. This is the Spanish language version of the AP presentation. It will be led by Dr. Rivera.
Okay.
Dr. Rivera, take it away.
Yes, sir. Bien, bienvenidos a esta presentación en donde se les va a orientar en relación con el examen AP que va a ser tomado próximamente. En esta índice tenemos el examen AP 2020 en línea. Vamos a dialogar sobre los dispositivos para el examen, el entorno para el examen AP y tu futuro, y al final vamos a tener una sesión de preguntas. Next. Bien. Todas las pruebas de colocación avanzada o AP del College Board van a estar disponibles en línea para el año escolar 2020, ustedes saben, por la situación del COVID. La fecha de exámenes y reposiciones para AP English Literature and Composition de Miss P va a ser el miércoles 13 de mayo a las 2 de la tarde. La reposición para este examen, en caso de que alguno de ustedes no puedan tomarlo, va a ser el martes 2 de junio al mediodía, a las 12 p.m. exactamente. El examen de Miss Ridgway, AP English Language and Composition, va a ser el miércoles 20 de mayo a las 2 de la tarde. Asimismo, la reposición va a ser, el viernes 5 de junio al mediodía, a las 12. Next. Next slide. Bien.
Sorry.
I don't see the presentation. Okay. Okay. El examen de AP World History Modern de Mr. Davis se va a ofrecer el día jueves 21 de mayo de 2020 a las 2 de la tarde, y en caso de que no pudieras tomarlo, tienes la oportunidad de reponer, y la reposición va a ser el jueves 4 de junio de 2020 a las 12 del mediodía. En el caso del examen de esta servidora, AP Spanish Language and Culture va a ofrecerse el día viernes 22 de mayo a las 4 de la tarde. En caso de que no tuvieras la oportunidad de tomarlo ese día, puedes tomar la reposición el día jueves 4 de junio a las 2 de la tarde. Los dispositivos para el examen, es decir, el equipo tecnológico que puedes utilizar para tomar el examen. Todos los estudiantes en este momento deben tener dispositivos. Si no tienes o el dispositivo no funciona, infórmanos lo antes posible para poder proveerte uno. Esto es esencial y sumamente importante. Yo te recomiendo que prendas esa computadora, que prendas la tablet, que verifiques si tu teléfono está funcionando, si tienes internet, si tienes Wi-Fi, porque es sumamente importante que estos dispositivos estén funcionando. En el caso de los estudiantes del curso de español, van a necesitar o el teléfono inteligente, el celular, o una tableta que pueda descargar la aplicación de World Language, porque el examen de World Language va a ser un poquito distinto a la modalidad de exámenes de los demás compañeros maestros. Next, okay. El entorno o el ambiente para tomar el examen. Asegúrate de haber iniciado la sesión con tu boleto al menos 30 minutos antes de que comience la prueba. ¿Por qué 30 minutos? En caso de que hubiera una falla en internet o en el Wi-Fi o que hubiera cualquier eventualidad, 30 minutos es tiempo suficiente para que tú puedas entonces activar un plan B o buscar un celular prestado o verificar si la conexión de Wi-Fi está bien. Todo es para prever alguna situación que no te permitiera conectarte al examen. Además, asegúrate, por favor, de tener un área tranquila para trabajar, un área donde haya silencio, donde no haya interrupciones. Papá y mamá tienen que cooperar. Si tienes hermanitos, ese día esos hermanitos no entren a ese espacio donde tú vas a tomar tu examen porque pudieras distraerte y no ejecutar un buen examen. En adición a eso, los estudiantes de World Language tienen que grabar las respuestas. Por eso es sumamente importante que ese espacio, ese entorno, esté en silencio para que puedas entonces grabar efectivamente las contestaciones de tu examen. Next slide. Si tú tuvieras algún problema técnico que te impidiera terminar el examen, no te preocupes, porque vamos a tener una reposición en junio y podrías cualificar para eso. Next.
So the next slide is a very short video from College Board. We want to play it. Please take a minute to look at it, and then we'll get back to Dr. Rivera.
This video will walk you through the AP 2020 exam's important steps and offer tips. 2 days before the exam, you will get an email with your AP ID and an e-ticket that will take you to your personalized exam. Check in 30 minutes before your exam starts. The first thing you'll do is enter your 8-character AP ID, and then fill out all your personal information. Note the timer at the bottom of the screen. Hit continue. The exam will automatically start when that countdown hits 0. And once it starts, the timer located at the bottom will count down how much time you have to read your question, craft your response, and submit it. If your exam has 1 question, you will have 50 minutes. If you have 2 questions, you will get 30 minutes for the first one and 20 minutes for the second one. If you are approved for extended time, it will be added automatically. The timer will turn red when you have 5 minutes left. That's when you should wrap up your work and start submitting your response. Once that timer hits 0, you will automatically be moved to the next question. This is important. You can get partial credit for a partial answer, but you will not get any credit if you submit nothing. You can use any device to take this exam: desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone. If you're typing on a desktop or laptop, you can reduce the size of your browser window so you can see the question and your text file side by side. Type your AP ID and initials at the top of the page. You can also write your responses on paper. If you're writing by hand, use a number 2 pencil or a pen with blue or black ink. Use white paper, lined or unlined, and write legibly. Print or cursive is fine. You can place your phone next to your paper so you can keep an eye on your time. Be sure you put your AP ID and initials at the top of the page. If you use more than 1 piece of paper, number each page in order. For most AP exams, there are 3 ways to submit work. You can attach a text file typed in another application. You can paste a response typed in another application. Or you can attach photos of work you wrote by hand. Let's walk through each option. To attach a typed response, click Attach Response with Attach Text File. You can browse for a file. Once you hit Submit, you cannot go back to that question. So make sure you're ready to move on before you hit Submit. If you choose to copy and paste your work, click on Paste Response. Copy your response and paste it into the box. Review it to make sure it has everything you want to submit and is formatted correctly. Once you have checked the pasted copy, hit Submit. If you're attaching a handwritten response, tap Attach Response. Tap Attach a Photo. Make sure it is vertical and you are in a well-lit space. Snap your photo. If your response has more than 1 page, make sure you attach the pages in order. Remember, once you hit Submit, you cannot go back. If you just have 1 question for your exam, that's it, you're done. For exams with 2 questions, if you finish the first one with time to spare, a timer will start a countdown for when your second question will automatically start. When you see this screen, the timer has started for your second question. The process for answering question number 2 is exactly the same as for question number 1, except you have 20 minutes to read the question, work on your response, and submit it. Once you submit your second answer, you're done. Some AP courses like world languages and music theory will have exams that work a little differently. To learn more about these courses and more details on AP 2020 exams, go to cb.org/AP2020.
Bien, continuamos. Si alguno de los que están en esta presentación tuviera alguna pregunta, vamos a tener una sesión de preguntas. Si usted tuviera alguna pregunta en relación con el video que acabamos de ver. Dice, ¿cómo solicitar el examen de reposición? Si tuvieras algún problema el día del examen que te impidiera realizar la prueba exitosamente, se les va a dirigir a un formulario de solicitud de prueba de reposición AP en línea, donde puedes describir qué fue lo que pasó y puedes solicitar un boleto electrónico para reponer el examen en junio. También puedes acceder a la dirección que aparece en pantalla para acceder al formulario, que es cb.org/request-MAKO. Debes tener tu boleto electrónico original al completar el formulario. Esto es sumamente importante. También debes enviar el formulario dentro de las 48 horas. Son 2 días, 48 horas posterior a la fecha del examen original. Posterior es después, ¿verdad? Revisaremos el formulario y el personal encargado va a revisar ese formulario y va a enviarte un correo electrónico en donde o te aprueban o te rechazan la solicitud la semana del 25 de mayo. Ese es el margen para recibir o la aprobación o el rechazo de la solicitud para reponer el examen. En caso de que se aprobara el examen, vas a recibir el boleto electrónico 2 días antes de la prueba de reposición. Y es sumamente importante que estés pendiente a tu correo electrónico para verificar si en efecto recibiste ese boleto para poder reponer. Next. Consejitos esenciales para el examen. Debes de seguir las instrucciones en la plataforma y no solo seguirlas, sumamente importante leer las instrucciones. Siempre es importante leer, porque si no lees las instrucciones no puedes seguir las instrucciones, ¿verdad? Es una lógica. Además de eso, cuando llegues a los últimos 5 minutos del examen, vas a notar que va a aparecer una lucecita roja en un reloj. Cuando aparezca esa luz roja, es tiempo de detenerte. Y es el tiempo exacto para que entonces puedas someter lo que has trabajado en el examen. Next. Recuerda que si no envías, esto es parte de los consejos, si no enviaras tu trabajo a tiempo, no vas a obtener un puntaje. Y a esto quiero añadir que es mejor que respondas la pregunta, porque entonces recibirías un puntaje parcial. Es mejor escribir y recibir algún puntaje que no escribir. Si no escribes, no recibes nada, recibes 0. Así que es importante enviar tu trabajo y enviar y escribir, contestar, responder. No hay penalidad por responder. El protocolo de seguridad de este examen, de este tipo de exámenes, está diseñado para detectar cualquier intento de copiarse o hacer trampa, ¿bien? O recibir ayuda. Por lo tanto, no puedes, ni se te ocurra consultar con otra persona o intentar copiarte, porque entonces el examen se invalida automáticamente. Y yo sé que tú tienes la capacidad y las habilidades para contestar un excelente examen. Bien, next. El examen de IP y tu futuro. Muchos se preguntarán, ay, pero ¿para qué tomar un examen de IP si eso es tan tedioso y tengo que estar 40 minutos, 50 minutos? Pues mira, vas a tener unos beneficios extraordinarios. Y piensa que no te vas a quedar la edad que tienes y no vas a ser un estudiante toda la vida. Vas a tener un futuro brillante. ¿Por qué? Porque en primer lugar vas a adquirir créditos universitarios. No vas a llegar de 0 como freshman a una universidad porque ya pasaste por la experiencia de tomar un examen de esta magnitud, un examen de colegio. Resultados del examen se ven magníficos en tu resumen. Cualquier persona que vea tu resumen y diga que tú tomaste un examen de AP o varios exámenes de AP, te abre muchísimas puertas. Es como una carta de presentación. Y por supuesto, lo más importante es esta sensación de que lo lograste, de que te lo propusiste y llegaste a la meta. Y que tan pronto decidas ingresar a una universidad o a un colegio, ya tienes esa experiencia contigo. Next. Mr. Davis, y nosotros estamos aquí para contestar cualquier pregunta que tengas en este momento. Ya. ¿Preguntas? Cualquier pregunta con relación al video que vimos anteriormente, algo que no hayan comprendido. ¿Estamos?
So if you have any questions, please contact me, Mr. Ba, or Dr. Rivera, and she's going to translate that, and then we'll have this video uploaded, and we're going to say thank you for your time.
Gracias.